Friends 2.
This is BleachBANGS Music, and we are sitting in with Brian Smith, the drummer for Hemlock out of Las Vegas, Nevada.
Let's get a little bit of background on Hemlock. You guys have been around since 1993. So tell us how you guys started and how you guys have stuck together for so long.
Yeah, well, because we're stubborn.
Right.
But no, me and my brother Chad, the lead singer, bass player of the band, just started as kids, and just something we always wanted to do. And of course, throughout the years and the change of style of music and the ins and outs and ups and downs of the whole deal, we just kind of always trotted along and did our own thing. So kind of just found our own little niche and just keep pushing.
Right on.
All the website and all the everything is dubbed Hemlock World, and that kind of we created this our own little Hemlock World of sorts.
And that's what it looks like. You guys look like you have a lot of fun. I mean, all the pictures and everything, you involve everybody around you, and you want to touch as many souls as you can. It looks like.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly it. We have a lot of fun and have met lifelong friends just from being in the band and traveling and throughout the adventures and whatnot. So yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. So how are you and your brother in this band for so long without killing each other?
It's funny because we do get along a lot better than even when we were younger. I think just a little older, a little more mature. Yep. We kind of find our roles, and we know the push and pull, and if anything even barely starts, is usually squashed before it gets too far. But yeah, I'm not saying we haven't had our moments for sure, but it's nothing as notorious as some of the famous rock and roll brothers where they're in full-blown fist fights and going to jail, and I quit the band and all that stuff. So it's relatively drama-free, and I guess we're just all working towards the same goal and just having fun with it. So
that's cool.
All the good and positive outweigh the bad, for sure.
It looks like you guys are on the road a lot, so that's definitely a positive, knowing the ins and outs of what's going to piss him off. That probably works to your advantage.
Yes.
That's awesome. So what is your guys' favorite or your favorite song to perform live?
It does vary. We have some classics and whatnot. For the longest time, I was really digging our song "No Time for Sorrow." Always gets a great crowd response. It's got a great groove and everything. More recently, off the newest album, I think "Scam Artist" is probably one of my favorites.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, that's a killer. That's killer. Do you guys have a special songwriting recipe that you guys follow? This is your 9th album, so obviously you are very capable of pumping out some tunes.
Sure, definitely. I wouldn't say there's really an exact formula. It always varies. A lot of times back in the day, of course, was the old standard, out in the garage, or just rocking, riffing out, playing, running over and over again. Good majority of the time, someone will either inspire Chad with the lyric, or he does 100. I'll just go ahead and give the credit. Probably pretty much 100% of the lyrics. So he'll have a theme or an idea often. And we'll all help contribute to each other's ideas. Now, on the Mouth of the Swine album, the most recent, and then we've already started some pre-production on this, it is the first time we kind of came with a different approach. Me and Chad will often also jam, like in his basement, and I'll just record a bunch of stuff just on my phone for reference to go back to.
Right.
And then we'll take my drum ideas and whatnot I have and actually program them in our guitar player, James. He's the techie dude of the band. So we'll actually build these songs and then like MIDI land or whatever, and he'll be programming these drums on whatever program he has. And then we'll go back in and just kind of build songs on the computer. So we did a lot of the last album on the road, which that kind of drove everyone crazy.
Right.
So this time we're like, we're going to write at home on our downtime. But I said, I still kind of like that idea of that. It's interesting. Instead of really spending hours and hours going back and forth and everything, you almost get the instantaneous, like, hey, you know what, this part would sound better if it was extended longer here, or hey, let's fly the double chorus at the end, and you're literally cut and paste it. And
that makes sense. That makes sense.
For a 5 minute Yeah, so I really enjoyed the songwriting process last time, but it was hilarious. We had all these programmed drums, the guys plugged the guitars in direct, and then we're driving down the road, and Chad and James are in the back of the bus, just like screaming through the mic right into his laptop, just to get these vocals. It was interesting, but I'm pretty excited with the way the whole album came out. I mean, we obviously went to Hollywood, knocked up the studio, and had a great experience with that. But the pre-production levels were over the top. You're not sitting there, watching the clock as you're still, changing things last minute. It's like we went in with a solid game plan.
That's cool. That sounds like an excellent way to do it, because studio time is not cheap.
Yeah, exactly.
So how would your family members describe Hemlock to the others?
Well, they're definitely very proud of us. They've always been supportive. Of course, the early days, my mom would be the one in there, hollering at us to turn it down, and we'd kind of pretend like we did for 30 seconds, but then turn back where it was. But overall, they're very supportive, and I think that's huge in the touring band, especially to have that support group. Whether it's wives or girlfriends or kids or whoever back home, along with siblings and whatnot, just to be able to go out and literally run around the country or around the world, even for that matter, for a couple of months at a time, and not have to worry about back home, like what's going on, is this falling apart, is the power shut off, like, this day and age definitely makes it easier as well. I remember having to go find a payphone to call the ex-girlfriend back home at 3 a.m, when we were done, just to say a quick good night and everything, and it was just crazy. So anymore, it's like instantaneous. You're on your phones and just, hollering or paying bills online and all that. So it's a lot easier than it was when we were younger.
Yeah, I hear you. I kind of touched on this a little bit earlier. Hemlock is known for their great fan interactions. Do you feel like that is why you have such a great following and a solid following?
I think that is a huge part of it, sure. I think we have fun, energetic live shows, and I think that comes across, and just good, positive, and kind of attitudes throughout the whole thing. But I think definitely the fan interaction. I mean, we get prided all the time about, you guys are at your merch booth, or, you guys are sitting at the bar having a beer, this and that, and there's not that ego thing, and there's not the, running straight to the bus, no autographs, no photo type of rock sort of thing going on. It's, we're definitely very involved. And I mentioned earlier, we've got lifelong friends because of, our touring and our travels and whatnot. But I've also said, friends fans become friends and friends become family. So it's like we really have gotten very close to a lot of people, because there isn't that wall. There isn't that gap where it's like, oh, they're just Hemlock fans. I mean, we're like, no, you're part of the Hemlock family. Without doubt.
That is so cool, and I really respect that. I've seen a lot of bands that just go in right before they have to go on, and then pack it up and walk out the door. They don't watch any of the other bands. They don't meet any of the fans that come in, and it's kind of off-putting. I mean, it really is, and to have somebody like Chad or you at the merch booth selling the merch, and instead of just having some random merch girl or a merch kid back there just handling everything for you as you go back to the bus and just ignore everybody, is really respectful, man.
Sure. Yeah, and that touches on another point, because we've gotten to meet so many other cool bands and whatnot through playing shows and sharing shows. I mean, I posted a picture on Facebook just a couple days ago wearing a buddy's hoodie and another buddy's band's hat. And I'm like, if it wasn't for, wearing wife beaters and band t-shirts, I don't think I'd have any clothes at all. And I'm like, anytime, I'll strategically, I know we're doing a photo shoot or a music video or something, I'll wear one of my bro band t-shirts, and I even have several tattoos of friends of mine, of some of our underdog bro bands and whatnot as well. So I'd like to think, just us as music lovers in general, but yeah, that's, I guess, even kind of a step further, when you are in the audience and mingling and watching other bands and hit it off with somebody like, hey, man, you guys were great. And they're like, really cool, and then we've become really good friends with other bands like that as well.
Absolutely. Speaking of tattoos, you have some very, very unique tattoos. So what gives a lot of your inspiration when you decide, I want some ink?
Well, I kind of have a little bit of theme. There is some music-oriented stuff. My whole left arm is all Hemlock-oriented tattoos, whether it be album covers or T-shirts or just anything Hemlock inspired. My right arm has a lot of like 80s horror. I'm definitely a big 80s fan.
Yeah.
So it's got some kind of 80s cheesy B horror stuff. Of course, I don't wear a shirt all the time, so the big old Gizmo belly tattoo, I get a lot of comments on that. So,
that is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
But,
yeah.
It's kind of funny because with Chad being such a good artist, I'll even throw an idea, or he'll have an idea, and he'll Sharpie something on me, and then I'll go and just go straight down to the tattoo artist and get it all tattooed.
Cool. So right now you guys are kind of in the middle of your Skeletor. Tell us a little bit about what fans can expect from that, excluding the Hemlock famous Wall of Death, because we know that's going to happen, right?
It does at times. Basically, again, with kind of the fun 80s theme, we had the new album come out. It had already been out, the Mouth to Swine album, so we just kind of were kicking around ideas of a tour and just a vibe and a theme and everything. So we'll even come out with some fun intro music just to set the party mood, you know?
Oh, cool.
And, but as far as the live show, it's just, get up there and have a good time. If you come to multiple shows, you will get a different show every night because I'm not a fan. I don't know. I guess I get bored easily playing the same set over and over, the same songs in the same order. It gets routine to me. So I write the set list, and every single night I mix it up like huge. I mean, we got plenty of material to choose from.
Yeah.
So I'm picking and choosing. I'm like, no, we haven't played this song in a while, and I'll throw something else in the mix. So, but again, we pride ourselves on being, high energy and just a fun live show. We've had some different staples. We've had, what we call the chick pit, where all the girls in the pit, all the dudes get out, and of course, the whole classic Wall of Death and whatnot. And,
right.
You definitely have a lot of cardio, at a Hemlock show. We're jumping around and just having a good time. So.
Good stuff. So we are definitely going to try to hit you up in Oklahoma City. I believe you're going to be at Thunder Alley on September 4th. So I cannot wait to see you guys. I really wish you guys with October Rage, because I see that you guys are buddies with them, and that would have been just like the perfect combination for me.
Yeah, they're really good friends of ours. I met them first a couple of years ago, traveling through, and caught them at a couple shows in the Midwest. But we've constantly talked about trying to lock down, a full tour together, and we were looking at trying to at least get a couple weeks because we're both on the road currently, obviously.
Right.
And scheduling and everything doesn't always, unfortunately, work out. So we had a couple of off dates here and there. So we've been able to cross paths 2 or 3 times on this run already. But, they're incredible guys, and definitely look forward to sharing the stage with them again as well. In fact, speaking of, I wore their T-shirt in our photo shoot yesterday. So
oh, cool.
We did some new band promo photos, so I'll be rocking the October Rage and all the new Hemlock photos coming out.
Right on. Yeah, great guys, man. And I love your guys' approach to doing that type of thing, man. Wearing somebody else's band shirt and promoting them as well. That's really cool.
Yeah, cool. Thanks. Yeah, I enjoy it. I definitely have fun with it.
All right. Well, thank you very much for taking your time and getting a hold of us and talking to us. And we will definitely see you on September 4th in Oklahoma City. How's that?
That sounds great. We're very much looking forward to it. That's going to be a fun night for sure.
Right on. I guess we'll talk to you later, and have a good one, man. Enjoy your day off.
Thanks a lot. All right. I appreciate it. Thanks. Take care. You too.
Bye-bye.